and welcome to the library. How may I help you today? Okay, so you want to check out some books? That's great. Well, you have certainly come to the right place. What kind of books are you interested in? Are you interested in classics, or are you interested in some more modern sci-fi books, or anything like that? So, you want me to show you a broad range of books. Well, that's great. I have 3 books that I think will be perfect for you. So let me grab the first one, which is a classic. Alright. So, this is our classic, To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm sure you've had to read it in your English class. But this copy has been updated with some beautiful cover art. You have the outline of the main character down there, the name of the author, and the title that looks like it's coming out of the tree. So let me read the synopsis of the book. The unforgettable novel of a childhood in a sleepy southern town, and the crisis of coincidence that rocked it. To Kill a Mockingbird became both an instant bestseller and a critical success within its first publication in 1960. It went on to win a Pulitzer Prize in 1961 and later made it into the Academy Award-winning film. Also a classic composition, dramatic and deeply moving, To Kill a Mockingbird takes readers to the roots of human behavior. To experience kindness and cruelty, love and hatred, humor and pathos. Now with over 18 million copies in print and translated into 10 different languages, this regional story by a young Alabama woman claims universal appeal. Harper Lee always considered her book to be a simple love story. Today, it is regarded as a masterpiece of American literature. So this is one of the great American classics, and I will move on to the next book. Now, I'm sure you've heard of this by now, given that it's been made into a movie. This is the first in the Divergent series. As you can see, it's a hardcover, which is very nice. It has an emblem on the front. And here we have some reviews of the book. And then the title page. It's by Veronica Roth. So if you haven't read this yet, I would highly recommend reading this book, because usually the movies that books are made out of aren't as good as the original. So I would definitely recommend picking this one up. And we have the next 2 books in the trilogy as well, if you like this. See how many pages it has. It has 487 pages, so it's not a terribly long book, and I think you will go through it very quickly, because it is one of the most critically acclaimed books of 2013 and 2014, so I'm going to get the last book that I think you will enjoy. Now this book is humorous, but it's very witty humor. It's very satirical, so. It's called Miss Manners' Guide to Excruciatingly Correct Behavior. And it's by Judith Martin. And this is basically a satirical work based off of the self-help books that came out of the 50s and the early 60s. So, let me read the synopsis of you. Your neighbor denounces cellular telephones as instruments of the devil. Your niece swears that no one expects thank you letters anymore. Your father-in-law insists that married women have to take care of their husbands. Your guests plead that asking them to commit themselves to attending your party ruins the surprise. Who's right? Miss Manners, of course. With all those amateurs issuing unauthorized etiquette pronouncements, aren't you glad that there is a shining gold star to consult you about these matters? The freshly updated version of this classic bestseller that the latest letters easily convert to our modern times in this masterful satirical work on self-help books published in the 1950s and 60s. So, this is a hardcover as well, so let me take off the outer part of it. I always love hardcovers without the cover on them. I just like the feel and texture of the real book. So let's see how many pages this has. This is a fairly large book. It has 856 pages. So if you're going to commit to reading this, I highly suggest that you set aside some time to do this. It's not very light reading, but it is hilarious and it will make you laugh. And see, instead of the typical emblem on the front of a woman typing in a typewriter, because this is set in modern times and it's satirical, she is typing at a laptop. So, would you like to take this book as well? Alright, so let me just go get all the books, and we'll be back in a second. So these are the books: To Kill a Mockingbird, Divergent, and Miss Manners' Guide to Excruciatingly Correct Behavior. Yes, that's a mouthful. So, thank you for coming in, and I hope you will visit our library again soon. Alright, have a great day.